Got some really major news here for Canadian investors. I've just seen on my email feed that the personal information of around 750,000 Canadian investors was compromised in a cyber attack that involved the Canadian Investment Regulatory Organization. This is known in the industry as CIRO. And it is the national regulator that oversees investment dealers and mutual fund dealers across the entire country, right across Canada. So if you've ever had a brokerage account, a mutual fund, if you ever worked with a financial advisor, there is a real possibility that your information was part of that data set that was involved. Now, here's what has been made public so far. First off, CIRO confirmed that the breach dates back to August of 2025. And they say it was triggered by a phishing attack that allowed unauthorized access to their internal systems. Spent more than 9,000 hours, apparently, of forensic investigation. They now say that a limited subset of investor data was copied from its systems. Now, this data can include, this data was, first of all, it was collected during compliance reviews, investigations during market surveillance. So it's important stuff. The post that they put out is after more than 9,000 hours of examination, we can now confirm the full extent of the incident. Now, they disclosed this week that the affected data might include full names, dates of birth, phone numbers, annual income, social insurance numbers, other government-issued ID, investment account numbers, and even account statements in some quotes. Now, CIRO emphasized that they don't store passwords, they don't store PINs or other login credentials, and it says that there is currently no evidence that any of the information has been misused. All of that said, the scope of this exposed data makes it a very high-risk breach, especially from an identity theft perspective, financial fraud perspective. And this is the information that when I worked as an advisor, we would collect in confidence from our clients, the assumption that this would all be locked down and protected. So what should investors do right now? Well, CIRO began today, January the 14th, 2026, began sending notification letters to investors who were affected. They're being sent to email or by regular mail. If it goes by regular mail, they warn that it could take several weeks to arrive. Now, if you receive a letter, it is legitimate. It comes from CIRO, or if it comes from their email URL or their email address. I'll put something on the screen here so you can see what that looks like instead of reading it all out here. They say you are entitled to 2 years free credit monitoring and identity theft protection through TransUnion and through Equifax. Obviously, goes without saying, you should enroll immediately and use the instructions that are contained in the letter that you will receive. They say if you received a notification letter from CIRO, then some of your information was impacted by the cyber incident. As a precaution, however, we are offering impacted individuals credit monitoring and identity theft protection services through TransUnion and Equifax. Now, even if you don't receive a letter, I would say it would be prudent to review your investment accounts for any unusual activity. Obviously, always be cautious of these phishing emails, phone calls, especially now referencing this breach. I'm sure the scammers are going to be out there in full force firing those out. Now, for Quebec residents, there already is available credit freezes, and that's something that's available only in Quebec, apparently. Now, in British Columbia, it says legislation exists, but the freeze system is not yet active. They say while the letter mentioned the option to freeze your credit, this specific service is currently only available to residents of Quebec. Now, this is the plot just thickening because CIRO is already facing a proposed class actions lawsuit in Quebec on behalf of Canadians whose personal and financial information was compromised. And this goes back, it's already in place. So it's not as a result of the information that came out today. Now, from an investor confidence perspective, this is obviously a very significant event. I don't think I've ever heard of anything in Canada quite to this scale. Think of CIRO's role here. They're there to provide, to safeguard the market, to provide integrity and protection for investors from improper conduct. So when you see a breach this large, of this magnitude, it probably raises some pretty difficult questions about their system of data governance, their cybersecurity standards, how long sensitive information should be retained by the regulators in the first place. Now, they say they have notified law enforcement, privacy commissioners, and strengthened its cybersecurity infrastructure. They say we notified law enforcement and all relevant authorities including privacy commissioners. They go on to say, we are intent on doing right by those who are personally affected. We take our public interest role very seriously. Matters of privacy and security are extremely important to us. That's all nice. But there are hundreds of thousands now of Canadians who the risk isn't just sort of theoretical anymore. It's a personal risk if you are an investor here in Canada. This is one of those situations where you should always have good vigilance, but right now it matters more than ever. I will monitor this story very closely, and I'll provide any updates as they become available. Thanks for watching.